Oh, Jesus Christ, the volume is loud. Hold on. I'm not sure if it's the volume of the, this for the first time ever, I've actually put in headphones so I can actually hear everything, and there won't be echo when I talk this time on the podcast, which is going to be amazing. Yeah, I love after 40 podcasts, I finally figured out by accident, nobody bothers to tell me, oh, by the way, that shitty sounding podcast, really, you never heard the back and forth, like every now and then with some kind of fucking weird hiss? You know what? Maybe that's true. I didn't notice it until somebody told me about it, and then I started listening for it. I'm like, that's it right there. That's it. Somehow we figured out that there was all kinds of shenanigans going on, and finally we're like, you know what? Let's put the earphones in. Let's see if it doesn't sound like crap. And I don't hear any echo. This is amazing. I'm amazed right now. I'm shocked. That's awesome, Boggles. Just wait for podcast number 200. They're the shittiest quality podcast on the internet. Oh, I just figured out the problem with fuck. I didn't have it on direct connection. I had it through a proxy, and of course it slowed down my entire connection. Awesome. Torero? Torero? Who do we got on? Who's on? Who's on? Who's on? Bogler, Torero, Plum, DBP. Okay, this is it. Where do I post our podcast notes, Boggles? Google Docs. Okay, I'm going to pop open. Gotta pop open Gmail. Beep. Pop it open. Oh, look, another private message from Blue. Hey, I want a podcast. Oh, hey, you didn't give me the link. Oh, hey, I don't understand. Oh, fucking Blue. Blue. Oh, Boggles, now you make sense. Oh, that's cool, Boggles. After I got confirmation from Plum. Oh, Boggles, you're not retarded. Disrespected you, Boggles. You just went down in flames. Blue. Blue. I just gave Blue a supportive laugh to help turn you down, Boggles. Okay, it looks like dating profile notes. It looks like you wrote a thing here. Of course, Boggles asked you to make a dating profile, which you never made. Yeah, you fucking asshole. I'll make it. How many times do I believe you when you say you're going to do something? 0. I don't even listen to you. I just wait till you do it. Okay, so here's our notes here. We have, let's see, fucking delusional retards. Oh, harsh note here. Minutes, but nothing. Why does Morning Glory respond? Plum, can you advise me? I'll fly to SoCal. I'll do anything, please. Plum, Plum isn't responding. Now what? I finished my coffee. I look around the cafe. No hot chicks. Plum, are you there? Oh, I think this was when no. It was who's the nerdy guy? I have needs. No, who has I have needs? Yeah, I think that's Sammy. He's just having a soliloquy in the cafe. I'm pretty sure it is. Wolf was going crazy? Minutes, but nothing. Why doesn't Morning Glory respond? Plum, can you advise me? I'll fly to SoCal. I'll do anything. Please help me. I'm with a girl. Can you give me on-the-spot mystery method advice? Please. A routine. Anything. Just coach me through this. Yeah, I should give him a link to the ebook. Was that his post? We're going to verify. Hold on. I don't want to heap all this on Lighter Than Air by accident and make a whole podcast about Lighter Than Air, and it's not even about him. Pretty sure? How sure? 100% sure? Are you sure? Final answer? Final answer, Wolf. Okay, let's see. What was the context here? I finished my coffee. I look around the cafe. No hot chicks. I think I'll get another coffee. Maybe a decaf this time. It sounds like he's already on coffee. Walk back in the coffee shop. Hey, I'm back. Give me a coffee, medium, decaf. Thanks. Keep the change. I walk back to my seat on the sidewalk. Where is everyone? Well, yeah. Where'd you paste it? God damn it. Where's this? Oh, I found the Skype chat. Oh my God. It's just an up arrow. Holy fuck. A lot of people are afraid to tell the truth. Is that it? Hi, Plum. Do you like the chat? Hazmat. I actually read that out loud. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't distract me. Especially if your name isn't your forum name. Only forum names, please. A lot of people are afraid to tell the truth, to say no. That's where toughness comes into play. Toughness is not being a bully. It's having a backbone. This sounds like a very comforting motivational poster. Oh, there's a beginning part? Oh, shit. Got it. Here we go. Okay. The greatest mistake you make in life is to continually be afraid you will make one. Albert Hubbard. That is some kind of quote. Saturday morning. Okay, so he's going there, blah, blah, blah. Who can I call? Maybe I'll try again later. Who can I call? Oh yeah, that girl I met on Thursday night. Romance heart. I sent her a text. What's the story, Morning Glory? Then I sip my coffee. I check my iPhone every 2 minutes, but nothing. Every 2 minutes. Yeah, well, this guy is Insanity Wolf. Why doesn't Morning Glory respond? Plum, can you advise me? Yeah, how about don't fucking check your phone every 2 minutes like a neurotic fucking wolf. Yeah, I was looking for a word that didn't convey the sense of fag, but I guess fag covered it. How about not check? The reason why you're checking your phone in the first place every 2 minutes is because you don't have an abundance mentality. You need an abundance mentality. I'm sorry, I cracked myself up. No, I did not. No, I'm Bago. No, God, I have so many fucking amateur pickup artists in here. Nobody understood what I was saying because I was using PUA terminology when I was saying abundance mentality. It's a common PUA axiom to think of there's chicks everywhere. Yeah. So I was not literally speaking about abundance mentality. That was Plum telling a knock-knock joke, and nobody understood it. So let's just ignore that I even said abundance mentality because now Bogler is looking that up furiously in the ebook. Abundance mentality, what's that? What's that, guys? Did you just add that? Exactly. You completely missed the American humor, which we don't use anymore. Yeah, and that's exactly true. Fuck American humor. I've removed all American humor from the forum. It's just going to be international humor from now on. Maybe no humor. No humorous jokes. I don't want any humor passing over your head again, Boggles. If there is any humor on this forum, that's a 25-page essay about why humor is hurtful. This isn't comedy school. You heard Torero. What? Torero and his JK? I'm surprised Torero didn't add JK at the end of that sentence. No comedy, bros. Just kidding. Torero is the just kidding guy. JK smiley face. What's up? What's up, fools? You want to come at me? JK smiley face. Hold on. Just kidding. Didn't mean to offend anyone on the forum who was reading this. Hey, bro. That was so funny. Just kidding, bros. Okay. Just kidding. Wait, just kidding. I can relate. Let me tell you, Taro. I used to be one of those kids who I would tell a joke, and then I would wait to see if it was cool. And if was it kind of a questionable, awkward laughter, no, you have to wait for a little bit. You got to wait a beat and see if anybody goes, "Oh, good one, Plum," or they go, "Huh?" And then you go, "Just kidding." JK. You try to go backdoor on people, and it gets messy. So you got to just say, "Look, is what I'm saying? Is it? Here's the thing. The test is, if I say this, do I like it? Really? And there's guaranteed somebody's not going to laugh. For instance, I asked in the chat room, hey guys, how do you feel about the music selections I'm making? Because I realize I'm making a lot of different music selections. Like I got Gregorian chants, I got 70s music, I got Rage Against the Machine, I got rap. So I got a bunch of different things in there. And I know it's not always going to be to everyone's taste. So I wanted to know actually how they were taking it. But I wasn't asking to go, hey, how should I change this? Because somebody instantly said, was it Harpo? He said, it's shitty or something like that. It's a shitty selection. When I heard that, I wasn't happy because I like to see students, enjoying the podcast. But I wasn't taking it to mean, oh, he didn't like it. How do I change this to fit his expectation? Because these are the songs I like. And if I'm happy with them, I'd like you to like them, but in the end, I don't really give a fuck if you like them. I mean, no, let me rephrase that. I give a fuck if you like them. It's just that if you don't like them, leave the academy because I like them. Fuck you, bro, if you don't like my song. Fuck off, yo. I'll like my shit. That's it. Too bad. No, I didn't want to get in your face. I don't want to get come at me, bro, type of posturing. I don't want to go Ronnie Jersey Shore on anybody. I just wanted to say, hey, if you don't like the music, too bad. And I wanted to do it in a bro way. So I just said, hey, bro, too bad for you, Harpo. Go write another expression post with 1,000 exclamation points. By the way, speaking of, don't forget to remind me, Boggle, I got to talk about the ebook for 1 second. But before that, I wanted to, what the fuck? Who typed something in Skype and made the screen jump? Knock that shit off. Okay. I want to go to an expression post because I gotta congratulate somebody from graduating from the academy today. No, he didn't graduate. He didn't graduate, but his post graduated. His post definitely graduated because it was simply amazing. Okay, we're gonna go to who was it? Fort Stronghold. Okay, we also have to talk about his EM report because it was one of the most disturbing EM reports I've ever read. Disturbing in the history of Manhood Academy. So we're gonna get to that shortly, but this is how disturbing the students are in general. This guy wrote the most disturbing EM report ever recorded in the history of Manhood Academy, and yet he just wrote the most amazing expression post I've ever read. And I'm going to read parts of it to you right now. Yeah, that's what I assume, because, dealing with you for enough years, it just sours me on dealing with any Manhood Academy students. Exactly. Here's the thing. The irony is Bogler assuming you guys are retards when Bogler is pretty much the king of the retards when it comes to any of the Manhood Academy business here. Bogler, I wanted to let you have my response to be just pure silence. Just pure silence. I like to leave dead silence for you, Bogler, just to see how you handle the pressure. Okay. Okay, shut up. Now back to Fort Stronghold's post, this amazing post. Okay, so first of all, I don't know if you've been following along, but Fort Stronghold strikes me as one of these guys who's going to write you a very competent, very neat, very tidy essay on how he spent his summer vacation. What's the problem with anybody has been reading Fort Stronghold's posts? By the way, anybody have any comments about his style before the post I'm about to read? For instance, I'm feeling dull, lethargic, dimmed, and sedated from all the mind-numbing boredom, blah blah blah. Anybody read any of this post? Okay, well, that may be the case. Okay, I don't care if the post is depressing or not. What I care about, I don't care if it's happy, sad, depressing, whatever. That's irrelevant to me. What is relevant to me is if I care after reading your post, if I'm brought into your reaction, if I'm brought into your world. For instance, Torero. This guy has some ghetto, some urban, some hoppity hippity experiences that I haven't experienced, that I want to experience. But if I'm not brought into those experiences, if I feel Turo's just telling me, hey, I'm trying to follow along with the Manhood Academy program, and I'm just trying to get by and do my expression posts and blah, blah, and Torero doesn't really stand out to me, I will know Torero has failed in his expression post, because at the end of his expression post, I just ask myself basically, do I care about the next post? If I don't, to me, you failed. Okay, so there are all levels of different expression posts on here, but the theme, not the theme, the similar characteristic running through all of these is that afterwards I go, oh, that's Boke. I like hearing from Boke. Oh, that's Harpo. I like hearing from Harpo, right? That's really the question I ask myself. Is this a student who I know his name in class? For instance, like Dr. Chud, I know his name, but I know it for the wrong reasons. I know it because he writes about his wall, the temperature of his lamp, his hamster and his wheel, just these things that are like things, no human relationships or very few mentions of human relationships. Or if there is, it's so few and far between that I don't care about his posts. I can go to a random post in Dr. Chud's post right now. It's going to talk about food, the delicious pizza you had, or the delicious this or that. I don't give a fuck. Yes. Okay, if you're isolated, what's going to happen? Let me ask you a question. If you're isolated, I understand your question. Let me ask you a question. If you're isolated, let's say you're in the Arctic Circle. You're totally isolated from people. And you're writing about snowmen you're making. And you're writing about the temperature of the snow, how everything's white, etc. How the food you had, you just fished in the ice, you cut a hole in the ice, you went ice fishing, you ate some fish, and you salted it with, lemon pepper. Okay, but you're totally isolated. Okay, what's the problem? That's that's creating problems, but what's the problem? What's the symptoms? What problems is it going to create? Well, yeah, that's going to create all kinds of crazy dementia. So you're going to be writing fantastical things eventually, like seeing bats flying around or something, or spots in the air. But if you're writing, the thing is, Chud's not really that isolated that to the point where food is his only option to write about. It's either that he's not talking about the relationships, or they're not important enough for him to comment on because he doesn't have the social skills to create a relationship or to make a relationship worthwhile to have, right? Why would you have a relationship with 12 cats if you're a crazy cat lady? Why would you do that in the first place? Right. You can't have relationships otherwise. You've tried. It's better than nothing, but that's not the point. The point is, you want a relationship with a person, right? If you're a crazy cat lady. What's that? Yes. Yes. It's like it's like writing about a relationship with your pizza man. It's a non-event, right? If the pizza man comes to get the money, you say a pleasantry, and then he leaves. You maybe tell a joke to him, but it's really a non-relationship because you don't care about him. He doesn't care about you when you shut the door. So that's an inconsequential relationship, and that is really a problem because if that is the sum of your social interaction, you are like basically getting saltines for dinner. You are not eating a full meal. So you're having an abnormal experience as a result. Your body is decaying. It's in a weakened, sickly condition. You can't play sports. You can't hang around with the other friends. You can't run around for long periods of time because your body's in terrible shape from what you've been eating. Your relationship is not meeting your needs. In the same regard, if you're a shut-in like death by porn and you never talk to people and you're writing about video games all day, well, if I don't understand video games or I don't relate to the nerd world, that's great that you bring me into that. But do I care about your high score or the achievement you unlocked yesterday? Why not? Well, yeah, but ultimately why? What are you talking about? What are you telling me about? Your achievement score you unlocked. The game you played Halo and you got past this mission. It's like talking about a table, right? I have a lamp right next to me, right here. Look, this is a desk. Essentially, when he's talking about, yes, it's like saying, "Hey, Fluffy was really pissed at me today because I didn't give him the food on time." But what's really happening there in that relationship? The cat relationship. Talk to me. Right, but what are you saying when I'm saying, look, I talked to Fluffy and Fluffy was mad at me today and he was pissed off when I was feeding the cat food? What? No. What am I saying when I'm saying, look at the cat was mad? Do cats get mad at you for not feeding them the food, blah, blah, blah? You guess? You're not sure? You talk to your cats? Yes. Look at how bright Terrera is. You're projecting you're living a fantasy life. You're putting a fantasy life onto the cat. Your relationships are so delusional because you can't have a real relationship. You're creating a relationship with a cat. And what do you need in that relationship? You need some kind of emotional content. You need the cat to react to you. So what do? You project what you want to happen. You want the cat to be angry with you. The cat doesn't give a fuck. It's a cat. It's like saying that the plant was mad at me because I didn't water it. No, the plant didn't give a fuck. You were just trying to have a human relationship with the plant because you can't get along with humans. So in the same, exactly. So when you tell me your iPhone is rad and it's responding, it's not doing anything. It's doing rote motions that it was programmed to do. Your video game is doing rote motions it was programmed to do. This desk is responding. If I slide open the drawer, it's responding according to the mechanism, to how it's built. It's not a human reaction. So this is not meeting a need. The human reaction is a need. The human response is a need. That meets a need. So if you're talking to me about your human relationship with the academy students, with your peers, hey, I talked to DBP today and he said something and I had a good time with him. I had a good time talking to DBP, right? That is a human relationship that matters to me and it matters to you because it affects you. It's not a fictional person. It's a real relationship. What if I talked to you about the mayor? The mayor passed this bill and did this and I was like, fuck the mayor and da-da-da. And he had a conversation with me in city council and said this and this. Is that a real relationship? No. But I had a live interaction with the mayor and he didn't meet my expectations and there was a clash of expectations. So that is a real relationship. That really affects you because eventually that law will set precedent. Exactly. So it's going to eventually affect you. So it's a meaningful relationship in the sense that it's going to affect you. So it has meaning to you. Same as like if Boggles talks about his mom causing him problems in his life or helping him with something in his life, like introducing him to a girl. Does that relationship matter to me? It depends on how Boggles describes his reaction to his mother. That relationship will affect me if I am brought into it. If I'm brought into Boggles' eyes to experience that relationship. It's like a video game programmer programming Halo or whatever game you play, and then you play it. Aren't you enjoying something that the video game programmer, the experience he wanted to give you? Yeah, jumping around everywhere, fighting everybody, right? He wants to give you a thrilling experience. That's what it's like when you talk about your relationship with your mother and how she's affecting you. You're giving me that video game experience. Yes. Yes, you hate your coworkers and you talk about them as drab relationships, but then you brought me into why. And that was one of the most interesting posts I've ever read from you. And you churn out like crap posts by the dozen, but every now and then you have something where you bring me into your experience, like why. Then I get the why of it, not just that I don't like him. It doesn't matter to me. If you shut up. You tell me about that it just happened, like you don't like him. But if you just tell me I don't like my boss, that means nothing to me because I don't like my boss, or I don't like this, or I don't like the pizza guy, or I don't like that. It doesn't say anything about why. It doesn't bring me into your experience. If I'm brought into your eyes, into your experience, and I see why things are happening, I relate to them. I go, oh, see, that's what's happening in his life. Now I'm starting to care about you. Now I care about what's happened. Now I care about when you talk about your favorite cereal, when you talk about your I don't know, something inanimate happening to you, like you break your iPhone and you're frustrated. Now I sympathize, even though you're talking about inanimate objects, because you've formed a relationship with me. Okay. What was your idea? How about they write about that anyway? They should write about everything, anything and everything. Like in the beginning, it's like students are reaching and struggling for experiences. Like they need a blueprint. There's almost too much freedom. They don't know what to do because they have no experience writing, and they're like, I don't know what to write about. Well, in the beginning, it's tough because nobody's telling you. I guess in a sense, it might be good to have topics to write about, but it's almost like I want to force you to start using your what muscle is that? What would you consider that? Your imagination? I don't know. It's more like I want you to start considering what do I have to write about? What is my life, basically? It's like almost like a what is going on in my life question that I want you to be forced to consider. Because if you're in a state, some of you guys have buddies and you have somewhat of a normal life where you talk to people, but other people are just extremely isolated, and you kind of medicate that isolation with video games or, video games are a huge industry right now because that's a lot of what guys do. They go home and they play it like out or working out, right? Something you do to distract yourself from the fact that you don't have relationships. What do you do? What do people do? Yeah, eat a shitload of food, describe all your experiences about cleaning your room up, whatever you do. So there are some students who I formed a relationship with through their writing because they have actual real relationship experiences they're talking about, whether it be with their parents or with strangers they're trying to get to know, or whether they're talking to peers. It's even interesting to read about your guys' interactions on the forum because you guys come from all different places. So you're writing about really conveying your person to another person. That is the most compelling experience you can write about. And then all the other things are peripheral to that or are incidental to that. For instance, I have Boggles over and we play tennis. Is it really about me and Boggles playing tennis? Is it really about the tennis game? Right. It's about our relationship and what we're doing incidental to that relationship. Whether we're going out to eat, whether we talk to strangers, whether we're playing tennis, it's irrelevant. What's relevant is that we have a relationship to do these things, to facilitate these things even happening. Without me caring about Boggles, think about all the strangers out there right now that are out there. You could potentially be doing something fun with all those strangers. Right now, if you walked into a store, there's probably 20 people in that store. You could be talking to those people. You could be having relationships with their daughters. You could be firing guns with them. You could be eating with them. You could be, surfing with them. You could be doing countless number of things. But why aren't you doing things with them? No. Why aren't you doing things with them, Torero? No. Boggles, why aren't you doing things with them? You have no relationship with them. They're just straight. If you just said, hey, you, sir, aisle 4, let's go bowling right now. What's going to happen? Yeah, but what if you say to me, hey, Boggles, or hey, Plum, let's go bowling? What's going to happen? No, I'm going to say fuck off because I don't want to hang out with you. So, JK, just kidding. Sorry, Boggles. No, no, Boggles, I would consider, what's my relationship with Boggles? That's the first thing that goes to my head. You realize that? It's not bowling, it's what's my relationship with Boggles? You realize, Boggles, when a hike was coming up, I was thinking about people to invite, and I didn't think about, oh, cool, I'm going on a hike. I thought, what's my relationship with Boggles like? And I thought back to the last hike, and I said, oh, fuck, Boggles is going to create tension and unnecessary drama on the hike. I don't want him to come along on the hike, even though it was a fun hike. Do you realize that? When I think about you, I think about what's my relationship like with you. And that's exactly what everybody else does when they think about you. They don't think about, oh, there's a birthday party coming. They think about, who's the guy I'm inviting to the birthday party? You realize that? Obviously not, because the last time you called me, what did you want? Yeah, but here's the problem. Here's a problem with a socially incompetent guy. You are like a chick, thinking you're a hot chick when really you're a fatty. You call me, and we're doing something that's fun for us. 3 of us are hanging out, and you call and go, hey guys, I'm a hot chick. Entertain me. I have value just by being hot to you. Entertain me. But really, when I look at you, I go, you're a fat, fugly chick. You better suck a lot of cock or do something. You better juggle or do something for me to want to entertain you. So you ask me, hey, I'm bored and I can't hang out with Paperclip now. What are you doing that's fun that can entertain me? What do you think was going through my head right now when I hear that? Well, what's fun, Plum? What are you going to do to entertain me, Plum? Yeah, I'm thinking, fuck off. Why are you calling me? Why are you interrupting my good time? What, you think I'm just going to start a list of activities? Oh, Bogler's calling me. Let's plan activities to make it fun for Bogler to come down. You are insane. You are insanity, Wolf Bogler. Yeah, exactly, but you don't realize, who fucking cares? You're Bogler calling me. Why do I want to have you along? You don't even consider that. You can just consider, oh, you guys are probably having fun. I mean, it would be like you calling through people through the phone book randomly and going, hey, what are you doing? Just invite me over. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you talking to the guy in aisle 7 in Target and saying, hey, invite me over to your house. What's fun? Are you doing anything fun? Exactly my fucking point. There is no incentive for that guy to have you over, Bogler. And you don't realize after this many years in the academy, and you're still fucking, hey, Plum, what are you guys doing? Are you doing anything fun for me to come over? Do you have incentive for me? How about you fucking give me incentive? You ever figure that out? No, obviously not. That is the important thing that most of you guys are missing, is that you have to bring something of incentive for me to want to do something for you. You have to incentivize me. What am I giving you, Boggles? Am I just saying, hey, Boggles, I'm just a guy. I have a phone. You're calling it. Hopefully I'm going to entertain you, right? What am I giving you, Boggles? Yes. Why did you even call me in the first place? Why? Yeah, but why? Can't you call somebody else? Can't you tap that guy in aisle 7? Why can't you tap him on the shoulder? I'm asking Boggles. Boggles, what do I give you specifically? Yeah, but what you do know me? So why did you call me? Why the other people you know? Why do you know I could be a fun guy? I know what I'm doing, so I can lead you around and lead you through activities. So that's what kind of the problem here is, you're expecting me to do something for you because I already know, oh, Plum can lead me and do something fun. What is he doing that's going to be fun that can entertain me? You're like a chick sitting back with your heels up. What can Plum do for me? That's exactly what, and plus, oh, Plum knows how to express himself. He knows how to create an orderly social interaction. He's not going to be there just twiddling his thumbs like I am on the phone just waiting for stuff to happen. He's going to initiate something that I can't do yet. Do you realize you can do exactly what I do if you just took the initiative to practice it? Not other stuff. You can do exactly the same stuff. Didn't you realize we had an assignment one time? It's called Bro Days. What was Bro Days? It's not hanging out with Phil. That's exactly why you're fail. What was Bro Days? Yes, it was not hanging out. It was a specific thing you were supposed to do. You were supposed to set up a day with like 3 or 4 other bros, and you're supposed to lead the whole fucking day. That means you have to plan out when you guys are meeting, what you guys are doing, where you're going, etc. And the responsibility was all on your shoulders, or whoever's day it was to lead those bros that day. That was Bro Day. That was your first adventure in initiating and leading a social interaction. Do you realize that? It was a great activity because it's basically what you guys do when you hang out. A lot of times you guys hang out and you go, what happens when you guys hang out? Typically, I'm talking to everybody. DBP, what happens when you're with a buddy or something, or Torero? What happens when you're with a buddy? You just hang out. You guys have no idea what you're doing. What do you guys usually do? Okay, I'm talking about if you're typical retards and you have no idea what you do. What happens? You guys have had these days before. What do? You think, here's a buddy, he's a friend, we have a past relationship, we've done something fun in the past, and if we just hang out together, if we touch auras, something magical will happen and we'll fucking be entertained, right? So you go over their house and what happens? You, yes, you sit on the couch and jerk each other off and nothing happens because you guys are thinking magically when that thing happened. You know, when people think of hang out, they go, let's go to this place and stuff will happen to us and memories will happen to us and we'll and we'll call it a fun time. What's a classic place where bros go to have fun? What's a classic place? Where do they go? The bar, but what's a more classic cultural place where bros go to have fun? Hey, we're on a road trip. Let's go. Where are we going? Yes. Why do we go to Vegas? Yes, fun. You relate the destination with the experience because fun happens to you at Vegas. You realize Vegas is like a cool bro. They got the strip. The bro has the strippers for you. The bro has the gambling for you. He has the creaking door for you. He has the creaking bed for you. Whatever that creaking sound is in the background. Well, thanks, Boggles. Thanks, Boggles. Boggles is heavy on expectations and light on incentive. Torero, don't do that. You're great. Yeah. What's Torero thinking? Fuck off, Boggles. Where's my incentive, bro? Boggles is heavy-handed with the expectation and no incentive. Do you realize that, Boggles, if I say, hey, stop fucking creaking your chair, if I were to say that, what would happen? It would stop because I'm running a podcast. I'm trying to get something done. I'm giving you something valuable, something enjoyable, some incentive. Whereas you're like, hey, stop fucking doing that. And then if he stops doing that, what do? No, you fucking twiddle your thumbs and do nothing for him. That's why he doesn't care if you say that. Do you realize that? If you say, hey, Torero, stop doing that, what else are you missing from that equation? Hey, Torero, stop squeaking your chair. What else are you missing? What is missing? Yes. Why am I saying, hey, Torero, stop doing that? Why would I say that? Because I'm running a podcast and I'm trying to make it an enjoyable listening experience for other people. So I'm creating some incentive for him to even stop, right? I can't just tell him stop because what does he care if I just say stop? There has to be a reason for him to want to. It's like if I say, look, Torero's smoking a pound of weed a day. Is weed fun? Yes, it is. Torero, is weed fun? Hells yeah. Torero knows it's fun. If I just go, hey, Torero, stop smoking. Yes. I better be his buddy. I better hang out with him. I better have activities. I better have a life plan for him. I better have speed. I better have something, right? I better have a life, a girlfriend for him, some incentive for him to not smoke that weed. I can't just go, Terrell, stop smoking. Why? I gotta say, Terrell, it's bad for your health, it's bad for this, and also, Terrell, if you stop smoking, you'll get this, and you'll get Megan Fox, something, right? There has to be some incentive for this. So Bogler doesn't realize this, and that's why he keeps screwing up. He has the expectation, which is a new thing for a new person, right? It's not bad to have expectations. As a new guy, you don't have any expectations. That's why it's so amazing to finally go, hey, Terrell, stop squeaking that chair. Because in your mind, you're like, oh, fuck. Before, I would have let Terrell squeak that chair all night. But now, I finally have balls to tell Terrell, knock that chair squeaking off. I'm a Manhood Academy student. Right? But you have to remember, if you want Torero to ultimately care about your expectations and obey your expectations and respect your expectations, which means you want him to fear your authority, eventually you have to say, Torero, do it because I'm giving you an ice cream cone. Because I'm giving you something that is enjoyable or satisfying to you. Torero, do it because I'm going to be your buddy. I'm going to hang out with you. We're going to have good times together. I'm giving you incentive to knock that shit off, right? For every no, there has to be something where you're giving him some incentive, something enjoyable to benefit him, not just saying, hey, don't do this, because if you're giving somebody a limitation, that is a painful thing for somebody who has unlimited options, right? If I say, if I'm In-N-Out Burger and there's McDonald's, right? McDonald's has like 20,000 things. They add salads, right? McSalad, McOatmeal. It's not just burgers. If I'm In-N-Out Burger and I only have burgers, I only have one option. What do I need to do if I'm In-N-Out Burger? I need to make a fucking fantastic burger that's so juicy, delicious. I need to make those fries fresh, that lemonade, fresh squeeze, whatever, right? Yeah, you got to step it up. Exactly. You can't just go, hey, I don't serve salad. That's it. I'm the exact same as McDonald's. I just don't serve the salad, the McSalad. What are they going to do? Fuck off, right? It's not was, you are. Present tense. Yes, you are always backwards. You're not taking the initiative to go. You're reacting to friendships. You're like, is this guy going to be a good friend to me? Is this guy going to be a cool buddy to me? And then will I put myself out there? What's wrong with that, DBP? Yes. What's wrong with going, hey, I'm meeting Terrell for the first time. I hope he's not an asshole. I hope he's a cool bro and I can hang with him. What's wrong with that? What's Torero going to be? 99 times out of 100. He is going to be an asshole. You should expect that Torero, when you meet him, he's a new guy. He doesn't know shit. He's going to be an asshole. Yes. If he is not an asshole, he's going to have a ton of buddies, and they're going to all want his attention and all want to hang out with him. He's going to be a rare find. So the average guy is going to be a complete asshole like Bogler. Imagine Bogler before I met him 2 years ago. I mean, he's bad now, but he's not really that bad. He, in a sense, if when he gets his shit together, he already knows how to do these things. It's just that he doesn't do them. So imagine if Bogler is an enjoyable guy. He can express himself very well, a very attractive expression, and he can put his foot down, so to speak, and he can get his expectations met. He's already a cool guy, except he chooses to be an asshole. He's making a conscious choice. Hey, I'm going to be an asshole. I'm not going to create the initiative for guys to hang out with me. I'm just going to be an asshole and sit back and hope guys are cool to me. Right? He's being very passive about his relationships, and as a result, he has to go home to Swanson's Hungry Man TV dinner because that's all he allows himself to have. He doesn't say, you know what, I'm going to go cook a meal right now and make a delicious meal. He has the power to do that right now. But he chooses to go, you know what, I'm going to be passive about my relationships with all my coworkers, with all my buddies, so-called buddies, and I'm going to let things happen to me. And, gee, I hope they're not going to be assholes. Guess what? Guess what, Torero? Big stinky ones, exactly. Because he's not taking the initiative to go, oh, I went to Manhood Academy. I'm a Manhood Academy student who's been here for eons. I've trained my expression for a fucking reason, not to type posts on the forum. Boggles, you didn't train to write about liking yogurt just to write about yogurt to the rest of the students at the forum. What did you ultimately write all those expression posts for? Yes, and you can do that now. Your expression is so much more improved now. Do you realize that? On and off, exactly. So how about on all the time? There should be no off button on your expression. It should be your natural response to wanting to get your expectations met. You should realize, oh, here's my expression. Here's Boggles realizing I need to take initiative to get my expectations met. Oh, here's my good expression now. It should be just a natural phenomenon, not, oh, in this instance, I need to be this person to get this done. That means you don't understand social interaction. That means you haven't trained. If it's on-off switch for you, it means you haven't trained. Me right now talking to you, I'm not going, oh, fuck, Plum, how does Plum be cool while he's on a podcast talking to students? Am I this way when I talk to you, Boggles? Just by myself? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. That is the point you just ruined, Boggles. Thanks for ruining the entire point. Now Taro heard that I was faking him out. He's canceling. Thanks, Boggles. We just lost a student. Yes. Yes, because you haven't practiced consistently. Because the more you practice your good expression, you get good responses from people. And those good responses reinforce you doing that expression again. Because if you go, hey, blah, 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 and you tell somebody your reactions to your world, and they go, oh, this guy's cool, and they have a good reaction to you, and you go, oh, that person just reacted to me really well. That encourages me to talk to them and to keep expressing myself. If you keep doing that, eventually it just trains you. It's like Pavlov's dog. When you hear that bell ring, you just naturally start salivating because you associate the bell with dinner time, and I'm going to get some food now, right? So that's the exact same thing that happens with your expression. When you start expressing yourself well, people respond well, and it trains you to go, oh, I should just keep expressing myself the way I'm doing, and it'll just solicit the good response. Yes, you're training for realizations. You're not training for an on-off switch. You're training to get a realization. Because really, what changes your behavior is your realization. It's not your learning. You're learning theory. Yes, that is your realization. Your perspective is built around your realization. You're learning theory right now in the ebook. You're like, that sounds good. If I say this will happen in a social interaction. That sounds good on paper. And then you try it and you go, oh, it worked. But really you're going, well, I picked up this apple and I threw it in the air and it fell down to the earth. So somebody told me about gravity where if I throw things up in the air, they're going to fall back down to the earth. Well, I just tried it one time for the very first time in my life and it worked. But it was probably just a coincidence or probably just a freak occurrence. I'm not sure that's going to happen again. So I'm going to go back to my old way of doing things. What will change your behavior? You will have to keep doing what? Practically speaking, Torero, what will you have to keep doing? How will you keep practicing practically? What does that mean? What will you have to do with that apple? You'll have to keep throwing it in the air. You'll have to see it fall down to the earth a second time. And then what will you need to do again, Torero? Yes, and then after 500 times, what will happen to you on the 501st time? What will you, before you throw that apple up, what will happen? Yes, you're going to know it. You're going to know it. What was that called? Death by porn? When you just know, on the 501st time, before you even throw it up, you're going to know it's going to fall back down. What's that called? Yes. And so if you realize that, then what happens to your view, your perspective, what you just said? Yes, you know permanently that apple is coming the fuck down. Are you worried about on the 700th time it's coming down? No, your perspective is already shifted. Your realization has already incorporated the apple going up, falling back down. That is social interaction. You have a realization and you behave a certain way because of that realization. That is what you're training for right now. Boggles, not enough training because no realization. He should just go, oh, I do this, this is going to happen. I know it. Exactly what he said. I need to get a brochure because people aren't meeting my expectations. It's not working. Pop your collar. It's not working. The magic's not working. What happened? Buy a hat and I'll get that social authority and then chicks will be all on my jock. Exactly. Okay. Let's get back to the most amazing post I've ever read in, I don't know, posting history, but it stands out. Once upon a time, a man named Maticus, after completing the rite of passage known as high school, was forced to go to college. Maticus didn't mind at all because college seemed like the next rite of passage into the wonderful world of six-digit income. So he told the same story like two other times, the exact same post, and it was equally boring the first two times. And I told him, look, imagine I'm a 5-year-old kid, and you're telling it to that 5-year-old kid. You have to make it make sense to him. What am I trying to force him to do? What is the point here? What is the point here? That is the mechanic of what's happening, but what's the point? No, Terrell, what is the point here? Yes, but what's the point? Why is he listening? Why does he want to listen? What makes you want to listen to stuff? What if I start talking about astrophysics right now and I talk about Pythagorean theorems and blah blah blah? Why would Terrell tune out? Why doesn't it interest you? Yes, it's not that it doesn't interest you, it's that you can't relate to it. If you had my brain and I was talking about, I don't know, Pythagorean theorem, would you be interested in it? No, not if you could express it as good as me. If you could, if you have my brain, would you be interested in the Pythagorean theorem? Why? You would be able to relate to it. That's the point. Relationship. Yes, it is key. You're noticing the theme here. This is the point of bringing the 5-year-old. What am I doing now when I'm saying, hey, here's a 5-year-old kid, Fort Stronghold. What you wrote an amazingly boring 5-paragraph essay that is technically fine on paper, but I don't care for it. So now he's not writing to me. He's writing to a 5-year-old kid. What is the point? What am I trying to get across? No, it's not about analogies. Analogies are just tools. Yes, it's all about relating to the experience. What does that mean, essentially? Yes, I'm trying to make the experience enjoyable for him. I'm considering the audience. If he's not considering me and just writing, who fucking cares? You have to be able to go, how do I make this relationship relevant to this person? Well, let me ask you this. If we were talking to girls and we just started talking about, hey, social dynamic, blah, 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 we have to apply punishment, blah, 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 what's going to happen to the girl? Why is she going to get bored? She's retarded. She can't relate to these terms. Right? Yes. Yes. You're trying to, in every social interaction, you're trying to build a relationship. Yes. Do you realize that, Bogler? You don't know these people, so you have to get to know them, so you have to build a relationship. So sometimes you could talk in astrophysics terms, and sometimes you've got to talk about the exact same concept, but you have to be able to relate it to a girl or to a kid. Yes, if you start telling me about your sock collection and I don't care about you, I'm going to fall asleep because there's no relationship. So if Fourth Stronghold is writing a 5-paragraph essay that he knows he was taught in class, look, you have to convey your thoughts in a perfectly understandable manner, and he's doing a very, nice job of conveying thoughts, but I don't give a fuck about his thoughts yet. There needs to be the thought of a relationship. Now, in some... The point was that I personally was bored. I wasn't caring about you guys at this point. I'm caring about me reading it. I was just not drawn to what he was writing. So I want to enjoy his writing, which means there needs to be a relationship between me and him. With every student, I want to look forward to reading something they're writing. For instance, Dr. Chud. He writes something, I skim read it and next. There's no relationship. There's no response because I'll make a comment and there's no response from him, from the comment. So not only is the writing not compelling, there's no response to my comment. So what is he doing? What is he neglecting to do? Yes, he's punishing me, right? He's not acknowledging me. There's no relationship. I have no incentive to want to get to know him. He's giving me no incentive. He's like Bogler going, hey, invite me over to your house now. Make it fun for me. Why? I don't know you. I don't care about you. There's no relationship. Yes, when you're responding or something and there's some acknowledgement, there's some back and forth now. Now you're creating a relationship. Do you realize that? When you respond to me, I respond to you. See that? Now I'm like, oh, you're conveying your person to me. Now I'm saying something back. Now I'm conveying my person to you. Now we're trying to relate these two things. Two unrelated things. We're trying to make the puzzle piece fit. So that means, you're the linking piece and I'm the cutout edge piece and it's not quite fitting. So what has to happen? You got to shave something off or you got to put a little extra here on there. So eventually it fits together. There's a relationship. Oh, your fucking connection is all... It's robotic. What's happening? You sound like you're underwater. You're cutting out, Bogley. Yeah, you. You're a robot man, Bogley. Okay, hold on a sec. Yeah, essentially you're right, Bogler. But the point... Here's the good news. What's the good news about relationships, Torero? Because it sounds like we got to make it fit. Oh, fuck. There's like 20,000 different key combinations, right? That is the beauty of the relationship. We all have the same needs. So if you want to fit with this guy you've never met in aisle 7, what do you know that he doesn't know? Exactly. You have the exact same needs to him. So you have the key to unlocking this stranger you've never met over in aisle 7. You realize that? Even if he doesn't know it. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, he's going to be convinced that those things you just told him aren't his needs until he has experiences and realizes, oh, this guy was... Yes. Then he goes, oh, fuck. I didn't realize that. We all have the same needs. I thought we were all unique and, da-da-da and this and that. Your expression is unique, but essentially deep down you have the same needs. Yes, sir. I can hear you, but it's all robotic. Why don't you hang... Are you hosting? If you hang up and you come back, will it kill it or what? You're auto-tuning. It's Bogo-tune. I thought he was auto-tuning a song for us. This is Boggles. Yeah, it's better, Chris Brown. What's up, Chris Brown? Yes? Aren't you annoyed with girls? If you just go, hey girl, shape up, do what I tell you. Start sucking my dick. They've got incentive for you, Boggles. Where's your incentive for them? What's your incentive for them? They got a vagina. What's your incentive? Yes, your orderly social interaction, leading the relationship. Exactly what you're not doing. You realize that? You're not giving them incentive by not leading the relationship. Most guys think exactly like that, hey, if I just work out, why do they think that? No, why do they think that? Yes, you apply your criteria to them, and they do the same, they make the same exact mistake. There's no relationship. They will portray the same fallacy. They'll say, everybody responds the same, guys and girls. You just need good looks and this and that. It's just, nope, wrong. So girls, because they're reactive, they're like the receivers. They basically respond to what's going on. So they'll adopt all these bullshit social policies. For instance, I had the girls in relationships tell me, oh, it's all about compromise. We just compromise enough. It's going to work out. That's the best relationship. And then they have me just telling them, nope, that's totally wrong. It's about leading them. Just like I proved in that podcast, right? About, she said, oh, the best sex we're going to have is compromising and blah, blah. And I told, yes. And I told, no, it's me leading. And she had to admit, yep, I was right. Because she didn't realize she was just responding to the social expectations. That's what girls do. If you create social expectations, which are totally out of line and just off the wall crazy, girls will respond to them because they are not initiators. They don't know how to meet people's needs. That's your job as a guy. You know how to create functional expectations. If they did, they'd be guys. They would have penises. That's your incentive. That's the most powerful incentive there is. You created civilization with that incentive. Yes. Then you realize you're creating civilization and they're populating it with their womb. You're both playing roles from opposite ends, but they're both necessary roles. Like, if you just created the civilization, nobody will live in it. No point to building a civilization. By the same token, if they just can make babies, but they have no way to care for those babies, they die. So, exactly. So without men, women are pointless. Without women, men are pointless. A relationship is inherent in their nature. They're designed for a relationship. But you just have to connect the dots. That's your job, to connect the dots. Yes, that's exactly right. That's why we don't that's why the book is not written towards women. You notice I don't have relationship tips for women because they're not in charge of creating the relationship. That would be abnormal. That's why this is not Womanhood Academy or Egalitarian Academy. It's Manhood Academy because the responsibility for fixing the problem is on your shoulders. That's not their responsibility. With Spider-Man, with Grant. Uncle Ben, don't die, man. Don't die. Yes, you don't realize these things. Yes. Yes. History will help you, yes. Read a book. Yes. Boggles. By the way, I had a daydream about you, and I dreamt that you caused me pain, and I was reenacting like some kind of dramatic scene from a movie or something where I was crying. I don't remember what it was, but you were saying, and I was like, Boggles, it caused me so much pain, and I started crying. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, I got to share this on a podcast, and now I have no context for that memory whatsoever. No context. That's disturbing. Okay. The guy, he's Freddy Krueger. Okay, thank you. Catch you during the day. Okay, here's some good news now. The ebook was finished today. But, well, it still has about 2 pages of pictures left, which is the easy part. Well, yeah, it's the easy part. Where I just have to make pictures for the, I got 6 pages left of pictures I got to make. But the hard part of the text is finished. So I'm hoping I can finish it this week and post it this week, the completed ebook. So that will be, there will be grammatical corrections or adding to the, enhancing the content, but structure-wise, I think it's pretty solid right now. Yeah. Yeah, less of this, hey Terrell, knock that fucking shit off with your chair. And more, hey Terrell, why don't you come over, yeah, bro, why don't you come to my place and hang out and I'll make you a banana shake. Okay, so that's that. So that's good news. I'm so yes. What? Wait, what? Yes, it wasn't really about the 5-year-old. It was that I tried to find an extreme angle so that I could get him to get out of the mold of just writing me a business essay. I was getting the sense that he was writing to academia. Like he was writing just like a very, cross your cross the T's, dot the I's, and just basically turn in a competent work, but there's no social element, there's no relationship building to it. Soul. Like black people say, there's no soul. Like I was considering, look, when you're writing an essay, you're arranging your thoughts almost like an artificial, like you wouldn't speak the way you normally would write a paragraph or a story, because you're cutting off all the fat. You just want to get to the point. Yes, well, not just facts. You might relate a personal story, but you're cutting off all the fat. You're no extraneous sentences, right? You're not going to have a lot of pages of, hey, Terrell, right? Where I say something like this, or cool, bro, right? I'm not using extra words. I'm not being emphatic. I'm not using extra emotion, exclamation points, right? I'm just getting my story out. Exact. Well, yeah. Bongo just throws me for a loop sometimes. I got to consider what he says. I'm like, is that really relevant to the point? Bongo, you're a double-edged sword, because if I agree with you, I might agree with a stupid point that totally throws somebody off, and then I got to figure, is agreeing with him worth sacrificing it so I can get back to the point, or should I cover this point and get back to Bogler's nonsensical point and address it and then totally screw up my main point? Is it worth it? Bogler, what's important to me is covering the main points of social interaction, not addressing your fucking insane comment. No, but you're a double-edged sword, because I need your comments. This is part of the relationship, Bogler. You don't understand. We need the dilemma to get to the point. I know. That's right. It's hit and miss sometimes, so you got to take the chance. That's what I enjoy about you now, is you're not shut down. Like if you say something that totally throws me off, you're right back in the saddle the next sentence. Almost disturbingly so. Yes. I think it's gone down about 70%. You used to be taken out by one shot, but now you're back in the game. You're back in the game. So now I completely forgot my point. Does anybody remember it? The expression we're talking about. Yeah. Okay, so he's writing a post, and he's basically just trying to just sound cool, basically, so to speak. He's not in a sense of being a cool guy, but doing everything that's necessary to write a good story. But we're not trying to write a story here. We're trying to create a relationship. By default, we're expressing ourselves. We're creating the relationship. That is the important point. So that's the key. Let's go to Harpo. Fucking Harpo is amazing. Let's go to Harpo. Yes, let's go to exclamation boy. Go to Harpo. And we can't start at the beginning, because if you start at the beginning, you'll go, this guy's... Okay. Everybody knows what that sigh means when they hear this. It's the Indian sigh. It's the plum Indian sigh. I'm going to patent that sigh. I just picture Bogler stabbing me and me going into peaceful slumber at the end. Finally, the torture's gone. Go to sleep, Plum. He's like a serial killer. He's done that. Plum, 2 more times, and the lungs, and he's dead. And Plum, go to sleep. He is a good joke completer. I appreciate Thoreau's completing work. He writes coattails very well into the sunset. So if we go from number 20, second from the top, page 20, second from the top. He has 20 pages of post. Wow. Yeah, no, in his expression post. If you have 20 pages of EM post, you're a man. You're a Mac 10. You're graduated. So here he is, second from the top, page 20 of his expression post. It starts off, I can't even read that word. It's my mind is going crazy. It's too late. I can't think anymore. I've thought too much. This is like 3 sentences rolled into one. No periods here, but thousands of exclamation marks. And what happens? Is this good writing? It's terrible writing, but it's sloppily written, but it's creating a relationship with me, because it's bringing me into the excitement with the exclamation marks. It's trying to make me relate to the craziness. I'm getting the sense of yes. Now, that's not to say he can't fine-tune his writing, but the point is he's the same type of guy like a Fort Stronghold. This is exactly why I had him make this type of nutty post, because it's forcing him to try to relate his experiences to me, to bring me into his experiences, versus just say, oh, I'm having a tough time. My life is not going well right now. I'm trying to communicate the sense of urgency. So what he's doing is, in a sense, is like if you were talking to a guy What would be the oral equivalent of a post like Fort Stronghold's first post or Harpo's first post? What would be the oral equivalent of that? If you heard a guy speaking, what would it sound like? Torero? Torero, what would it sound like? Yeah, like his very first post or Fort Stronghold's very first boring post. What would that sound like in person? What type of guy would that be? Right, but what would that sound like physically, orally, to my ear? What would that sound like? What would be the telltale? There'd be one telltale, one particular telltale sign. No, I want Torero to tell me. Torero, there's a certain term we use, but it's a certain way of speaking. It's a giveaway for this type of guy. What is the giveaway? Yes. What is monotone? Why do people speak in monotone? Torero, why do you speak in cool guy monotone? Torero, you're annoying. No, I'm repeating Bogler and his Bogler's expectation management includes just all punishment. Torero, I hate you, bro, and no incentive to even listen to you. So every time you tell Torero that, yeah, Torero is like, how do I get away from Bogler as soon as possible? Okay, now Torero, you have cool guy monotone inflection. What does that mean? No, what does that mean? You're not laid back. You're laid monotone. What does that mean when you're laid monotone? I like this. Another euphemism would be laid back. That's another euphemism. Yes, that means you're what? Does that mean laid back? You are laid back? Who's more laid back, you or me? It's a trick question, though. I'm all over. I'm like, but hello. Who's more laid back? You sound more laid back, though. Yeah, you're not laid back. Do you realize that? You sound laid back in a sense. You like we always associate surfer guy, right? Hey, I'm a surfer, bro. What's up? Right? I'm cool. I'm just a laid back reggae guy, bro. I just chilled out, bro, right? No. You are the self-conscious guy. You are not laid back. There's a neuroses going on that's causing you. Do you realize it takes more effort to sound like you than to sound like me? It takes more effort to go, oh, I don't want to sound stupid. I better did it say that? Even that tone out? I don't want to show the emotion. So what if, for like experimentation's sake, Terrell, I was to ask you, what's it like having a happy moment in your life? Give me a sentence or two about a happy moment in your life. Yeah, you know why you're drawing a blank? Yeah, exactly. So what do I have to do as a guy? You're the chick. You're the self-conscious chick. What do I have to do? Exactly. Torero, I have to lead you because you don't even know how to do it because you're like so self-conscious, so self-monitoring. You're like a girl. So I have to be the guy. I have to make you into a guy. I have to mold you now. Do you realize this? I'm like molding a friendship. If I were to hang out with you and you were this cool, good bro guy, I would be annoyed as fuck. I'd be like, because I would know, other people might just think you're a laid back guy, but I would know you're a neurotic fuck. I don't want to hang out with a neurotic fuck. So what do I have to do if you're a neurotic fuck and that's violating my expectation, Farrell, what would I have to do? Right. So I would have to do what? Exactly. How would I do that practically? What would I need to do? Exactly. Exactly. I would say, look, this is a problem for me, and this is what I wouldn't be a Boggles. What would I do if I was just a Boggles? Yeah, that's exactly. If I was Boggles, I would just say, Terrell, you're too cool. Knock it off. Would that help you? Would that help you? No. Why wouldn't that help you if I was Boggles? Yes, it doesn't lead you. It doesn't initiate. So Boggles is only half the story. If you want to be a full story, what would you have to do? What would I have to do? If I wanted a happy example from you, Torero, what would I have to do to give you a happy example? No, Torero, what would I have to do if I was giving you a happy example? What would I have to do? Right. So give me an example of what kind of happy example I would use. Like what type of happy example would I use? Yeah. So if I was telling me I eat ice cream and I wanted you to act happy, how would I need to do that? I'm me. I'm you. No, I don't know what that means. I'm Terrell, bro. Bro, I don't know what that means. Can you elaborate, bro? I don't even know what that means. Bro, kill me out, bro. I'm just laid back. I don't know how to do it. What do you mean? Be happy about ice cream? What does that mean? And then you would say, as Professor Plum, let me start you off. Torero? Torero? No, you're Professor Plum. I'm Torero. Yeah, bro. What's up? I don't know, bro. I'm just laid back. No, I'm totally laid back, bro. Maybe, bro. Okay, so you're telling me what I don't need to do. That sounds like, bro. So what should I do? Maybe you should tell me what to do. Maybe. What do you want out of me? Yeah, but like, give me how I don't even know what that even sounds like. But I feel animated right now, bro. I'm just ecstatic right now. No, bro. I just came from a wedding, bro. I just got married today, so I don't know how does that sound, bro. I'm just laid back. Oh yeah, I probably have to give an example, bro. Sorry, that was somebody else, bro. You probably have to lead me, bro. Maybe I don't know. Are you Plum, bro? You sound Indian, bro. Indian Plum. Are you Indian? Plum. You sound like an annoying fucking Indian who won't shut up, bro. You sound like you're gonna get a punch in the face, bro. Can you put Plum? Could you stop sounding Plum? Could you stop sounding like an annoying Indian and sound like a cool guy, bro? Plum, are you there? Is Plum there? Oh, Plum. I thought you got nervous for a second. What happened, bro? Bro. So if you were gonna pretend to be like you were teaching me how to eat ice cream happy, how would I do that? Just give me an example, bro. How would I eat ice cream happy and talk about that? Like, oh, this ice cream's so good. How would I do that? Okay, let me repeat you. Let me see if I can get it right. Okay, I'm digging into it and I'm eating the first chop. Is that good? That's totally different than I normally sound, right? Okay, what do I need to do? Yeah, I'm trying to do it the way you want me to do it. So you would probably have to give me an example how to do it differently, wouldn't you? Okay, so how would you do that, bro? I need help. So I'm eating the ice cream. What would I say? Like, what do I maybe go? Oh, this ice cream's good or something. What would I do? No, bro. I'm talking to Plum here. Plum knows his shit. I don't trust you, DP. I don't trust you, Boggles. You don't know shit. Now Plum knows his shit. Now, wouldn't Plum do something like, "Oh my gosh, this ice cream is so good"? Wouldn't you do something like that, bro? Just off the top of my head. Okay, could you demonstrate that for me? Because I don't know how that sounds, bro. You're gonna repeat me. I'm gonna repeat you, bro. This is gonna be weird. It's gonna be like Inception. Oh my god, it's actually so damn good. Can we do it? Can we do it a different way, bro? I'm just gonna suggest something, bro. How about we go? Oh my god, this is so good. If we had to slow down and enunciate each word, wouldn't that force us to like vary that emotion by kind of identifying with the ice cream the good parts? Oh my god, this is so good. Shouldn't we demonstrate that? Shouldn't you demonstrate that for me again, Plum, just so I get it right and I could copy it? Let me try that again. Go ahead, bro. Oh my god, this ice cream is so good. I still sound like a retard, bro. Could you up the volume on that? Could you get it going for me, bro? Bring me into it, bro. I fell asleep after you said, "Oh my god." Could you try it again, bro? So I don't fall asleep, bro. Come on, bro. I'm about to put a gun to your head, bro. I'm about to pull it on you. Come on, bro. Bro. Hold on, I fell asleep. Look. Oh my god, this ice cream. I want some heavy breathing. Look at this, bro. We're making out, bro. I want to hear like make out like this. Oh my god, like heavy breathing, bro. Let's go heavy breathing first. Go. Come on, bro. Repeat with me, bro. Oh my god. Bro, I got excited. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Stop for a second, bro. I almost got a wood there, bro. That was exciting. Okay, let's try it again, bro. Oh my god. No, bro. Go back. Go breathy on me. Like you just smelled the nape of her neck. Oh my god. Come on, bro. Get with me. Come on. Oh, bro, hold on. Slow down. No, that was sick, bro. That was sick. Do that again. Do that shit again, bro. Do that again. Do it. That was sick, bro. That was sick. Do it again. Don't even do it. Just do it. Do it. Do the breathy. Oh my god. Oh, dude. I know, but that was hot. Whoever did that. Throw, come on, man. Get in here. Come on, bro. Oh my god. Throw. Hold on. He's got people in there. People are listening. People are like, what is Terrell doing over there? Oh, that's so rad. No, I fell asleep. Hold on, bro. I fell asleep. Let's try it with a breath. Go. Oh my God. Whisper. I don't want to hear Hey, I don't want to hear long description. I want to hear short words. Just, oh my God, this ice cream is so good. That's it. Yeah. No. We're not in a school play. Oh my God. You're in a porno, not a school play. Do it. Get the breath in there. Breathe. Start with the breath. Go. No, bro. Go Darth Vader. Bro, get the Darth Vader. Turo, I don't hear your Darth Vader. Come on, bro. We're in Lamaze class, bro. Come on. The baby's coming. Let's go, bro. Oh my God. Oh, that's it, Charles. Did you hear that shit? Did you hear that shit? Do that shit again. Do that shit again. Just like that. Do it again. Do you hear that shit, dude? There's some emotion. There's like a living Torero in there. There's a non-self-monitoring Torero. You gotta close your eyes, Torero. Just close your fucking eyes. Ready? Do that shit, Torero. Do that shit, Torero. Look at this, dude. I actually formed a relationship with Torero right now. A non-sexual bromance just happened between me and Torero. He would... He became an attractive guy. This was the non-laid back stereotype guy. This was the cool bro. This was the essence of the cool bro. Yeah, bro. This is your first time. No, shut up. This guy's so eager to teach. This is your first time. Here's when you can start teaching. After you go talk to people and then you tell me your experience right afterward. Then I'll trust you, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Look at, you could relate to me. You could teach me with the girl you talk to or the guy you talk to. I want to hear firsthand experience, not secondhand theory. Look at, when you're first stepping out of your cool guy, your cool guy zone is your comfort zone. That's like safety zone. You're going, look it, you're used to it. You're like so self-monitoring. It feels right to just say everything monotone. So you don't have to be responsible for liking this thing or not liking this thing. So if you go, oh, that sucks. And somebody goes, what the fuck? Are you crazy? That's cool. And you go, oh, shoot. I didn't mean that. I don't want to lose that disapproval or that acceptance from that person. So now you went out on a limb. See, when you show that emotion, when you said, oh, I love that thing, or oh, I hate that thing, you showed investment and you were like, I'm taking this statement, this declaration, this expectation upon my shoulders. Now I'm responsible for it. See, that is a tough thing to do. That feels uncomfortable unless you have practice doing that. Yeah, you know what? The part that's the uncomfortable part is not really the way you're doing it. It's you're identifying with that with your experience, and you're going, I am actually enjoying this ice cream. It's really good. I feel this way about the ice cream, but I feel uncomfortable expressing that to you, letting you know I'm enjoying the ice cream. That's the uncomfortable part. It's not that you don't have like really good experiences, like really super high experiences where you really enjoy something, or super low experiences where you're really sad. But just think, if you had a sad experience, like your best friend died, and you had to tell us that, how you felt about him, how you thought about him, and you're crying, wouldn't that be uncomfortable to you to express all that to me? Torero? Yes. Yes, that would be highly uncomfortable. See? But when you get practice, really you're learning. The reason why it's uncomfortable is because if you say something and you go out on a limb and you go, oh, I love this ice cream. What if I go, what are you, some kind of fag? You're in love with that ice cream? What's the problem? Torero, what's the problem? If you go, oh, tell me you love that ice cream. Breathe it out. Come on. Oh, I love that ice cream. And I go, what are you, some kind of fag? What's the problem? No, what's the problem with you? What's the problem I've created by saying that to you? Yes, what's the problem? Yes, but what with you? What don't you know how to do? With what I said, what's the problem? We don't use applied pain anymore because we're trying to speak in semi-human terms. What do we use? What's the shortcut term for that? Yes, because exactly. You'd have to go, look, my expectation matters just as much as your expectation. So you'd have to go, no. If you had an even deeper realization like I would have, and I said, and you go, like, we'll do the same thing. We'll switch roles, and I go, oh, this ice cream's so good. No, I'm talking Torero, not you. But he was too eager to. Bago was too eager to strike back. All that pent up anger. Okay. Oh, this ice cream is so good. And what would I do? If I have a higher realization, what would I do? Terrell, what do you think I'd do? No. I would not say I'm not a fag, because that would be me. I'm concerned with your with your expectation. I don't value your expectation. I value my expectation. What would I do? I would start humping the ice cream bowl. I would take my dick out and put it in the ice cream bowl. I would put the ice cream all over my body. I would slurp around it. I'd be like, oh, ice cream. I don't know if we should be having this gay relationship out in public. I love you, ice cream. But why would I have the freedom to do that? I'm not trying to do something corny, some corny, funny thing for you, but why would it come out that way with me? Why would I be able to do that? I care what you think. But what? Yes, my expectation matters to me more than your expectation. I realize that to have a good relationship with you, it's more important that I let you know that I'm enjoying the ice cream versus play a poker hand and say, yeah, the ice cream's really good, and give you a fake response. So I know it's more conducive to our relationship. Even if you say, oh, you're so gay, right? I know that deep down, you actually enjoy and appreciate me being candid with my expression. You don't even realize that. I realize that. Sweet. Who is that, Torero or Plum? Or I'm getting confused. Yes, David. They're like, well, I'm trying to process your thought. Do I notice that? Well, yes, yeah, I would say that's true. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. That they're very open, like they're very open emotionally. Like they're, oh my gosh, I love that dress. That's so amazing. Blah blah. Right? I would say yes in that. I would say to a certain extent, like when they're with a girl and she accepts them, they're kind of like they feel like they're besties or whatever, best friends, and they just kind of let their hair down, so to speak, where they're not self-monitoring. Like if they like that ice cream, they're perfectly fine to say, "Oh my gosh, the ice cream's so fabulous!" Right? They're perfectly fine. Yes, exactly. They're perfectly fine to inflect with their expectation. Their voice inflection is following their expectation, which is what my voice inflection is doing when I'm talking to you guys. If I just came in here, I'm Professor. You would know. You wouldn't even need to know fancy ebook terms. You would just be able to know you would know something was off if I said, "Yeah, I'm Professor Plum. I'm teaching you guys how to express yourselves, and you guys are gonna learn how to be cool and be open with everything, and we're gonna teach you terms, and you guys will learn stuff." Okay, is that cool? You would know something was slightly off. Because you would know, you would reference back the people you talk to in your life, and you would think, who do I know that talks like that? Who would you reference? Who would you relate me to? Right? Torero, a nerd, some stoner guy, whatever, some guy with poor expression, and you would go, these guys are too similar. I don't know what the exact terminology is for it or whatever, but I know in his expression something is off. Right? Something is not right here with a person who expresses it. Yeah, something is unattractive. Basically, that would be your conclusion. But if I'm expressing myself and letting you know, I'm being a transparent person with my reactions. Like if I like something or I don't like Boggle interrupting or this or that, and I'm being very transparent with my reactions, that is very attractive. Do you notice that? You're like, oh, Plum is a cool guy. It's not necessarily, oh, Plum did X, Y, Z, PDQ, and you can see every little step. But at the end result is you realize, I enjoy talking to Plum. To Plum. I enjoy talking to Plum. No, you don't. See, this is what's wrong. That's exact the newbie response. It's like the high school 101. I need to vary my voice inflection to be cool. Also, if I started varying my voice inflection, I am a cool guy, right? What's the problem with that? No, that's not the problem. No, what's the problem? What? What is driving the expression? What is the problem with going? No, okay. Let's talk more specifically. If I go, hey, I'm having a really good time liking this ice cream. It's really good. What's the problem there? No, it's not that I'm a faggot, but it's this. I'm like really fun. No. You can tell it's forced, but what is the problem? Specifically. I really like this ice cream. It's really fun. It's really good. I really like it. What's the problem? You don't care. Oh, no. You don't really. I think it's the problem is that you don't. I don't know. Never mind. Torero, what? Torero, let's go to a bright guy. Torero, what is the problem with me going, I really like this ice cream. It's really good. It's fun. It's good. I love it. What's the problem there specifically? Yes. But what's happening there? What's the problem? Can you pick out what the problem is? Like, let me tell you this. Okay, see the difference. Oh, I really love this ice cream. It's so good. Versus, oh, I really love this ice cream. It's so good. What's the difference? Yeah, but why is it discordant? What's missing there? Oh, I love this ice cream. It's so good. Right, but what's the difference? That's true. But we got that. That's a technical element of it. But what am I looking for? What's missing from the other? What's in the other one that's not in the second one? What's in the first one that's missing from the second one? Listen to this. Oh, the ice cream's so good. I love it. Versus, oh, the ice cream's so good. I love it. It's really delicious. There's something following something. What is there in the first one that's not there in the second one? I'll give you a hint. No, you won't know how to get someplace if you don't have this. Yes. You notice there's a direction with my expression in the first one? What is the direction of this? Oh, this ice cream's so good. I love it. What's the direction? No, what is my direction? Oh, this ice cream's so good, Terrell. I love it. What's my direction, Terrell? No, what's my direction? Well, yeah, that's a super specific thing, but what's the general thing we call that? What's my direction? What gives me the direction? Yes, my expectation. That is directing my voice inflection. I know that. I didn't hear you. You were babbling over 2,000 different points and I didn't hear you. Sorry. I apologize. Yes. Okay. What is my expectation? What is my expectation? No. What is my expectation? No. What is my expectation? No. What is my expectation? It's very mini. You're thinking way too far. Just very simply. It's a simple expectation. Yes, that is my expectation. I expect to let you know the ice cream's good. So how does my voice inflection follow that direction? It's not contrived. It's just basically saying it's okay to let you know how I feel about the ice cream. Whereas if it would take effort to go, this ice cream is really good, because that means I'm nervous, I'm self-monitoring, I'm trying to not take credit for liking the ice cream just in case somebody doesn't like it and I offend them, right? I'm self-monitoring. So I'm actually stifling what I would naturally do. Like if you're a kid, would I need to tell you, hey kid, sound excited about the ice cream? Do we need to tell kids that? You ever notice a kid who you had to say, hey, make sure you have the right voice inflection, don't sound like a cool guy. Right, so what is the problem? When is a kid, you ever had had a kid, you ever had a baby? You ever adopted a black baby? No. Have you ever noticed, have you ever played with a little kid and he grows up and he sounds a certain way and then he gets to like teenager, adult, or like middle school? What happens to him? What happens to him? Yes. This is a very simple point. He becomes more guarded. He loses the genuineness in his speaking. It becomes he gets, he becomes a laid back guy like Torero, which is a euphemism for, he becomes an asshole. He becomes a guy who guards his true feelings. He's no longer transparent. He becomes a poker player. Why does he become a poker player though? There's a very good reason. Too general. More specific. He's told that, hey, don't be expressive. They go, hey, yes. He says something. I like this razor. This is a cool razor. And his bro's, what are you, fag? You stupid or gay? It's all about bikes now, bro. Come on, bro. Get with it. Now it becomes competition. Now it's who's cooler. And now you got to worry about social authority. And now you can no longer go, hey, I love this razor. It's so awesome, right? Now you got punished for doing that. So now you go, oh, I need to fit in. I got to play it safe, right? You want to hedge your bets. I can't do that anymore. I can't get away with that. It hurts too much. But what those guys don't realize is they're socially incompetent, and their social incompetence is infecting you. You thought they were just being cool, but they're fucking it up for everybody. Yes, they're perpetuating incompetence. It's infectious. Either it goes one way or the other. Either you make the people around you socially competent, or what will they do to you? Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Do you understand that, Torero? What do you understand about me and you now? What's going to happen between me and you? What will happen? Or you'll make me... Yes, either I'm going to make you competent, or you're going to make me incompetent. What's the third option? Trick question. What's the third option? There is none. Do you realize there is no neutral zone? Either you're going to become competent, or I'm going to become incompetent. Either you're going to quit the academy and start making everybody around you incompetent, which is eventually going to affect my life anyway, right? Society, social expectations will eventually pressure me. Or I'm going to change you at Manhood Academy, and you're going to start infecting other people that you interact with. You're going to make them competent, or they're going to make you incompetent. The more you start caring about your expectations, the more your expectations are going to start clashing with other people's expectations. Yes, that's when you're going to have to start managing them. That's where you can no longer go boggler and go, hey, knock that shit off. What do you have to do if you go, hey, knock that shit off? Yes, reward them. You have to give them a reason, an incentive to do something. You can't just say, don't do that. You have to say, do this. You have to give them a direction. You can't just say, don't go in that direction. You have to say, go in this direction. Yes. You can't say, stop eating, fatty. What do you have to say? No. What do you have to say fully? Yes. Why can't you just say, eat a healthy meal, Torero? What will happen if you try to just say, eat good food? What will happen? What will happen, Terrell, if you just say, eat good food, and they start eating, okay, what should I eat? And you tell them what? No, you're going to tell me eat good food, right? And you tell me to eat what? Eat something. Come on, something healthy. You can't think of anything healthy? Okay, so good idea. So I started eating vegetables. What's the problem? I got a backpack full of Snickers bars. That's the problem. I'm eating vegetables. Okay, I'm eating healthy. So what's the problem if you just tell me, hey, eat veggies? I can't make you functional unless we get rid of the dysfunctional behavior. You can't cover dysfunctional behavior with functional behavior. Do you realize I can't go, hey, bro, cool thing that you're from Mystery Method. Just keep your Mystery Method handbook. It's going to come in handy, and you can just read the ebook alongside that and just pick and choose. What's going to happen? It's gonna like tug of war in two directions at the same time. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have to decide to go one way or the other. Eventually, this is going to be a tug of war. You're going to be miserable. Mystery Method says do this. Social principles of social competence says do just the opposite. Yeah, it's like saying, oh, you know what you should do? That's an excellent example. Go out jogging. It's really good for you. Oh, by the way, start smoking 12 packs a day. How is it going to be easier or harder the more they jog? They say, oh, I'm going to increase my miles every week. I'm going to jog another mile. So I'm going to start with 1 mile, 1 pack a day, 2 miles, and 2 packs a day, right? What's going to happen? No, there's something's going to happen. Fucking wheels are going to fall off because you got one person tugging this way, one person tugging that way. It's never static. It's not going to just stay neutral. It's going one way or the other. Yes. What? What the fuck are you talking about? How are you saying there's no no punishment, no what? What are you talking? There's no punishment? Yeah. There's no punishment and don't talk in a monotone? Okay, so if I tell you, hey, be genuine, be expressive, Is that good enough? What is that? Well, let's say you give an example. You just say, hey, you just come to Terrell on the street and he says something to you and you go, Terrell, that's not attractive. Don't do it that. Do it this way. Good enough? Yes, you've given him a direction. You basically told him what your expectation is, like a functional expectation. It's like, hey, you girl over there, get in a relationship with me. Is that a good thing for her? Yes. Is she going to get in a relationship with you? Let's answer again. Is that a good thing for her? Let's leave DBP out. Let's leave DBP out of this question. Is that a good thing for you? Yes. Now, is she going to get into a relationship with you if you tell her, hey, get in a relationship with me? Yes. There needs to be the incentive. So just telling somebody to do something, even if it's functional, good for you. Why? What if I'm doing this dysfunctional thing over here and I'm used to it? If Terrell's a cool guy, this cool guy bro, and I tell him, hey, knock that shit up, just do it this way. Is that good enough? I just told Terrell, hey, Terrell, you're talking like a cool bro, a cool homie, and just do it this way. It's not working for me. Just do it this way. Is Terrell gonna go, oh, no problem? Why not? What do you need, Terrell, before you do that? What incentive drove you to even listen to me right now? So I just told you this whole thing. We just went through this whole gymnastics about your speaking, and I just said, hey, Terrell, don't do it that way, do it this way. Why did you even bother to listen to me? Was there some incentive beforehand that you could think of that I gave you? Well, just because I'm better. I mean, aren't there other people you just assume in the world that are better than you? What specifically, incentive-wise, did you get from me, from this academy, from something that even drove you to listen to me, to want to be on the podcast with me right now? Specifically, that's a general answer. I'm saying, what did you get? Did you just come here magically? You're just magically in the podcast right now? I just pressed the button and magically Terrell was there? How did he get here? Terrell, how did you get here? You know how you got here. Okay, so you just heard about it. You just heard it from a chat. Didn't you hear about other things in the chat? Aren't there other things on the internet, Terrell? Aren't there other places you could be? Okay, tell me the right answer, Bogler. Okay, how did he get here? No, I don't know, Terrell. Terrell, how did you get here? Tell me the specific steps, how you got here, how you came to be here. What made you sign up? Did I just go, hey, sign up? We'll fix you, sign up? And it worked? Don't other people on the internet say fix you for much more money or much less money or for whatever money and say, hey, sign up and we'll fix you? Oh, wait, say that again? Okay, and then, was that enough incentive? If you just, stop at that step. What did you just say? The first thing you said. Right? Okay, now stop right there. You heard about my ebook. That's the first thing, right? Now, if you stopped that step and then I just said, hey, Terrell, your expression is this, do this. Is that enough incentive? No. Okay, what was the next step after that? You heard about it, then what? Okay, then you read it. And what? Okay, you really what? Okay, what was the important word in there? You liked it. It's like, I read about fishing, and I heard the whole thing in a coherent manner. It was arranged in an orderly fashion. And why did you like it? No, it was not just different. There's many different things. There are different things you can read on the internet right now that are completely different than what is said here. What did you like about it? Yes. Why did it make sense? Starts with the O. Yes. And because it was orderly, it was ultimately what to you? No. It was, yes. What do we call that? Okay, let me put it in practical terms. Let's say you see a chick. And this chick, one of her eyeballs is on the side of her head. What do you call that? No, it's not attractive. It's on the side of her head. I'm not asking you the original question. Stay with me. If her eyeball is on the side of her head, what do you call that? Why is it unattractive? What is not symmetrical? What's another word for that? It's not that it's not symmetrical, but what is wrong with it? It's out of proportion. Something's wrong with it. What is that? What do we call that general term? It starts with a D. Yes, it's disorderly. Now, if her eye is in the right place, you have a certain response to that. What's the response? Yes, it's orderly, therefore it is what to you? Yes. So, if you read the ebook and it makes sense to you, what happens? Why is it making sense, first of all? Yes, and as a result, you are? Yes. So, are you provided an incentive now? Yes. It's like you ate a good meal, your stomach was satisfied, you're happy, you're attracted. Same thing. So, do you have incentive now to listen to me if I tell you, Torero, your voice sounds monotone, you sound like an asshole, fix it, do this? Do you have incentive now to fix it? Yes, because you had me satisfy you in some way. I gave you incentive. It's just like if I am expressing things to you right now and I bring you into my experience, that's satisfying. That meets your social need. That you have an enjoyable time, right? When I let you know how I'm feeling about things, how I'm reacting to things, what I think about things in a very transparent, candid manner, that's attractive. You're like, oh, I like hanging out with this guy versus this guy over here, never says anything, always leeches off of me, is a boggler, pulls a boggler, calls me up and says, hey, what are you doing? It's fun. No, that's cool. I'll stay home. If he pulls one of those, right, unattractive. What do you think about that guy? What that type of guy, Torero? What do you think about that guy, ultimately? Yes, not attractive. Don't want to hang out with him, right? Very simple. Either he gives you incentive or he doesn't. We're not trying to trick you up and make trick concepts. We're trying to make this as very apparent and simple and common sense as possible. This should all make sense to you. Nothing should be over your head. Hello? Nothing, just saying hello. Just checking in with you. Checking in with you to see if it makes sense. Seeing if it makes sense. Okay, good. That's my hope, that it makes sense to you. That was the point of rewriting the ebook and putting all the pictures in there. I like that too. I like that. I put pictures in there. I like that you liked it. Yeah, it should be out in about a week because I basically just have to do pictures now. So, finish the pictures. Okay, so let's finish up. We've been going on way too long. DVP, you still there? Oh, we still got a couple things. Okay, you know what? I'm going to end it here. Let's just, before we go, actually, no, I got too much stuff, and we got, how long have we been going for? Let me check here. No, 2 hours. 2 hours. We've been going for 2 hours. Oh, well, I got the timeline here. It's 2 hours. It's 1 hour and 59 minutes. Oh, I'm dying. Okay, we're gonna call it. And actually, I wanna get an update from each of you guys real quick. Just give me a little update on you. Haven't heard from you guys in a while. Let's go from Let's start with Bogler. Bogler. Keep it simple and sweet, short and sweet. Tell me something, Boggs. What's going down? Tell me life in the Boggs. Yeah, heard about that. A honey. Oh, she's an internet long distance relationship boggles. Has she shown you the boobies yet, or is this some Nigerian mail order scam? Boggles, I really like you. I want to get married. Could you just send $5,000 over my FedEx? Is she at least camming you? Are you seeing her on cam? Oh, that's love budding then. Yeah, she's already in love. I'm glad you found something so simple to manage, Boggles. It's a good thing this entire lesson was wasted on Boggles. I found something and I don't have to do anything to manage it. This is so awesome. Boggles is a typical guy where he gets a foreign bride. He's like, oh, she's so awesome. I can't wait to bring her to America. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, now she's getting a divorce. Oh, what's going on? Oh, my life. Oh, flush down the toilet. Oh, she doesn't want to cook. She doesn't want to clean. Oh, darn. Oh, wait, she's whipping her head back and forth and she's snapping her fingers a lot. What's that about? Oh, she's watching Oprah. Oh, she's recording all the episodes on DVR. Oh, she deleted all my shows. Oh, awesome. Oh, wait, she just chopped off all her hair. Now it's like butched and shaved. That's awesome. Oh, she weighs 400 pounds. Sweet. Boggles putting the burqa on his bitches. Yeah, what about the non-webcam department? Sweet. The webcam enjoyment is so sweet. But see, actually, that's not artificial because she's a real person. You're getting real responses, and that's meeting your social needs. So you can't really fault it and say that's totally, not real. I mean, it's still a long distance relationship. It's still not a normal relationship, but in some sense, it is meeting your social needs. So it is satisfying. Yeah, if you're having a sweet, intimate time with a girl, that is really a tender that you need affection as a person. Whether you're getting it from a screen or from we're talking right now, we're broing out, we're not hanging out literally together, but we're using technology and we're still having a social relationship right now. It's still satisfying. Yeah, that's hot. A lot of cam experience. Sweet. Yeah, I find you don't give people enough incentive. That's what I find the problem is. I know instantly from you calling me and telling me, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" Oh, not fun enough for me. Yeah, that's a definite lack of initiating, leading, incentive, etc. Everything. Okay, never. Can we skip Boggles and can we go to the Torero? Thanks. Thanks, Boggles. Uh-huh. Is it like this? What's up, bro? Yeah, texting is cheating because it sounds exactly like Torero in person. She's all, where's the exclamation points? She's like, he's like, no, there are none. It's just like this, baby. I'm excited. Go ahead. What were you saying? Sorry, bro. A conscious texting effort. Sorry. I'm so happy. Just listen. Yeah. Go ahead. You're going a little over the top. Is that what you said? You're going a little over the top? Like how? Give me an example. Give me an example, like how you normally would say something and how you changed it. Okay. Give me a, for instance, because you obviously don't have how you normally say something. Give me how you would normally say something if you're going to talk to a girl. Text her, I guess. Yeah, give me an example of how you would say the same thing you're going to read me now, but just in your regular laid back Torero texting tone. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. This guy's writing romance novels now. Wow. Now, this would be even more amazing if he could say stuff like that in person. With a straight face, too. With a straight face, yes. Just like that. Would you read that to her? Like, that's what I want to see. I want you to be able to say stuff like that. Whatever you're typing in text, you should be able to say in person. Can't wait for the goal to happen. I hope you don't turn into Boggles one day, someday, guy. How about today? Today? Yes. Okay, is Death by Porn there? Okay, sweet. Can Turo, is that all? Hold on. Yeah, is that all? Okay, sweet. Web show. Yeah, I heard this. I heard about this. Wait. Did you post the EM report about this? Oh, I haven't read it yet. Oh, this is gonna be exciting. Dude, I thought this was gonna be some awesome report. Okay. Okay. So what happened? Right. Okay, cool. Let's hear it. What happened? Okay. All right, so you were responsible to another person. So here we're seeing another important element. Socializing is so important to keeping your schedule because if you just make a schedule for yourself, it's very easy to break. But if you post a schedule out in public for your other bros to see, now you're becoming accountable to other people. This is part of the social element that is good for you. Just the same thing as like If you had a house and nobody ever came over, you would never clean it. It would be like your room, right? But if people have to ride in it, and people have to come over, then you're embarrassed by your mess. That's a good thing, but that is social pressure put on you to become orderly. So that's a good example of social pressure, and that's a good example of why you need social relationships at the academy with other students. Mm-hmm. Exactly. There you go. Another yes. Sweet. I want to get in on that. Actually, as gay as that sounds, I want to get on the shadow boxing. Okay. Okay. Time out. Now, I want to talk about a more educational experience, which is the EM reports. You guys always want to live in your own universe, like you and Plum, you and the instructor, and just this private world somehow existing at Manhood Academy, which is a social academy by nature, where I'm going to force you to work with the other students, even if they're incompetent, because these relationships are basically forcing you to become competent. You are two incompetent people. You are going to have a clash guaranteed. So I'm just there to facilitate to make sure it doesn't go to supernova and destroy the whole academy. But other than that, these relationships you're having, these failed relationships, are forcing you to become more competent, to learn. Like when Boggles tells Terrell, "Hey, fucking knock that off." That's a failed relationship. He's going to have to learn. Terrell is eventually going to explode, especially if I wasn't here to mediate. Terrell's eventually going to explode and go, "Boggle, you're a fucking asshole." And I have to come in and say, "Look, and by the way, Boggler already has this rule. We already created this. It's called the Boggle rule. If Terrell punches you in the face and causes a problem, whose fault is it? Yes. Why is it Boggler's fault, by the way? Yes. He is the one that has all the knowledge and knows how to create the incentive. So now I don't even listen. I I don't even ask the reason. Like Boggles always is so adamant. But Terrell was being cool and he was doing this annoying thing in chat. I just go, Boggles, I don't give a fuck. It's your fault. That solves all the problems now. That forces Boggles to remember incentive, incentive, incentive. Give the other person incentive. Okay, who's the DVP? Did we cover it? What happened? Yeah, what happened? Okay. Yeah, so terrible, right? Exactly. Okay, cool. Yeah, because yes, you have no social experience because number one, you're trying to fly before you walk. You have no, you have this. Well, it's hard to say because on one hand you have manhood academy relationships, but friendships. I don't know if they're existent or not, but I don't think you talk about them all that much if there are any. But you need to have that solid social base. You need to have bros that you hang out with and start developing that. Not just the guys at Manhood Academy, but start talking to people around you that are guys and have that social base. Same thing that Blue is missing. When he's in his relationship with this girl, went to failure, but didn't have the social base with the guys. Need to have that because that translates. Don't think you're just going to all of a sudden start flying. Very difficult to do. Very difficult to manage a relationship without even practice managing a relationship with guys, which is easier than managing a relationship with a girl. Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to it. Yes, there you go. Any last departing words of wisdom or funny Torero jokes? Any JKs? Yes, sir. Yes. That's still an open offer for anybody. I hope somebody would take that up. All the posts are open. If they're not deleted, everything's open. We're not the posting for. I hate those fags that go, "Yo, bro, that post was like written in 2008, and you just responded. Don't respond to." I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Do you think I'm a nerd and looking at dates? I'm looking at the post is worthwhile. If the post is worthwhile, I don't care when the fuck you respond to it. Respond to it. I don't care if it's 5 years old. Dig for posts. Dig for posts. We know Bogler's never going to post it, so anybody else that wants to post is welcome to post. Thank you, students. It was an enjoyable podcast as always. Let me tell you this. I genuinely love talking to you guys. I have a good time every time talking to you. Like, I realized after talking the first time, the round table of retards when we had a ton of people on, it was taxing, but I love talking to students. I love finding out the new psychopaths we have at the academy. Yes, I like wrestling in the mud with you guys. I like shadowboxing. I want to get on shadow. That's Terrell with a setup, waiting on the punchline. And hold on, I got to end this podcast before more jokes come out, and the podcast just goes to hell. Thank you guys for joining with us.